Real quick, I was making a video and I said I haven't tried the live feature in a little bit, so I don't know if it's hazy. I want to leave this post up instead of making the video later because I want to make the video as soon as possible. All right, y'all. This is crazy. Somebody's been posting up pictures that it seems like the pictures were old, but this picture, it's not possible that it's old. Like the picture I saw, man, in this joint, there's a mark around the neck, okay? And a shorty brought it to my attention. I didn't even notice it. And the mark around the neck is like a fresh mark. And when I'm looking at this picture, I'm like, if somebody's gone and was gone at a certain point in time, how did this type of picture get taken? Yo, it's crazy. Like, I can't, and it's so real that I got somebody that has it and I'm waiting on them to send it. Can't even find the picture no more. So the person that posted it took it down. I don't know whether they realized it, but we were looking at it and I was sitting back like, why would someone post this picture? Because it's like telling on the person. It's like tattletailing. And it was crazy. And it was down in like a cinch. And it was right before I could get it, but I know someone that said they got it. We'll see. And in this pic, Jenny, can you explain it? Because you were in the pic. You can't explain that to me. Jennifer, can you explain that? You were in the pic. And I don't know if you didn't realize it. I don't know if it was brand new to you, but it looked like it was very recent. I don't know whether, because you put up Photoshop pics a lot, so I don't know whether you didn't realize it. This was no Photoshop. This pic was real, and you were literally showing too much. Again, yo, you make my day. Like, I swear, I just love you posting stuff. I mean, Cleo don't post too much except after the yacht parties. We don't even want to talk about that. And I still have yet to go in, because I got some details on what you're doing on those yacht parties. I don't want to make dudes throw up. Because listen to me, every dude ain't with that. I mean, let me say, dudes are glad to hear it and see it, but to get the details, I don't think they're really ready for that. Thinking about Skeletor with your body frame, doing the things that I'm hearing you're doing. I'm just being respectful. That's being respectful, because I got details. And I be trying to give you a pass on it. I be trying, but you keep doing stuff. You keep doing stuff. Did you give Corey his money yet? Get Corey's money, yo. Stop playing, man. If that boy sings, it's over. That boy speaks, it's over. I told you, give him his money and tell him to go about his way. That simple. And the more details I'm getting, the more I'm like, yo, I don't even want to continue this story because I don't know what all you are hiding. And I'm starting to find investigators that are funny. Remember, guys, I mentioned the cops that were funny, the one that dealt with them at the hotel room with Jocelyn, and then everything that's happening in the precinct. Either a detective's getting paid off or somebody's hiding something. Because, yo, in the court case, have you ever heard of this? Because it's in court, I'm always careful. They hid the cause of death. They left it. How don't you know the cause of death? What's good, my boy? How don't you know the cause of death? So if somebody dies, and I say they died by gunshot, how can I mention that? Like, what would I hide it for, man? What would I hide it for? So you're going to hide the cause of death, but talk about everything else. That makes no sense. That makes no sense. So I'm going to say a murder happened, but I'm not going to mention how the person died. That makes no sense. I've never seen something like that. No court could tell me why. No official had an answer. I'm asking them, have you ever heard of that? They're all acting like they don't know. But the fact of the matter is, if you got to hide the cause of death, the question is, how did the person die? Remember, there was no toxicology report. None. We didn't even get a detailed investigation. You know where they show the body and show where the gunshot wounds were at? We didn't even get that. So what were you trying to show, or what were we talking about? Then the person that I found out was really working for Clio, and I reread all their comments. They're telling on themselves. I reread that, all of it, from the beginning of the series to now. You told on everything. So what do you expect me to do? You expect me to ignore the fact you told on yourself? Yo, guys, like, I know people don't like going back through stuff, watching it all the time, reading. They told on themselves. That ain't got nothing to do with me. It's in the open, it's public. You told on yourself. What do you want me to do? And then trying to dox me, get me blackballed off of YouTube because of crazy, like, come on, yo. Guys, you should see the reports that they were putting in. The reason the report stopped, and I'll tell you why, because YouTube changed their policy. When you keep making reports and they find out your report's a lie, it literally shuts your whole channel down. Those channels leaving me alone, they didn't disappear. They took them away. YouTube shut them down because they kept reporting falsely. I kept proving them wrong. So they never got to shut me down. I've been getting reported since the beginning. I know why now. But it's so crazy. It has so many crimes linked together that I know why they're mad. But I don't get why you're coming at me for it. Because you're telling on yourselves. You guys are all telling on yourself on your Instagram. You're telling on yourself on your Twitter. Like, it's crazy. And I ignore it. And I just play the game how it's supposed to be told. Then lo and behold, why is the person who should be gracious, somebody is doing the investigation, is the one plotting these people to even try and take me down? Why would she do that? I found that out today, which gets even crazy. Yo, that's why I said I'm just chilling on this story for a second, letting it simmer, because when I let that happen, they end up telling on each other. Like, they telling each other. Why did I find out the bull? Yes, and I know it. The bull who was trading off minors, tricking minors off, is allegedly ducking and hiding. I told y'all, when the people who he did that to their kids find out, I told y'all it was going to be a problem. Well, I spoke with one of them. He found out. Now, I don't know if he's ducking and hiding because of him, but I will say this. That's a military vet, and you did something to his daughter. How far do you think you're going to get? He's looking for you. Like, that's his life. Right now, that is his life. Trying to find you because you tricked off his minor daughter. His daughter's a minor, and you tricked her off. He's looking for you. And he's like, I pray, like, look, we had our stuff go on, but I pray to God he doesn't find you. I pray he doesn't. I know you're running, whatever you're doing. I got that heads up on you. My people already told me. You're running. I know you are. I pray he doesn't find you. Because he ain't playing. It's his daughter. What do you expect? You think you're going to take his daughter as a minor, have her doing stuff with grown men or whatever you did, and he's going to let you escape? He's going to let you go. Like nothing happened. You know that ain't going to happen. And I told you this. Now you finally see it, hopefully. Because I know you dipped. Because even there, I told you not to do certain things. Where do you go? You go and do it. Got people after you there. I literally have been helping these people the whole time. Yo. But they kept doing what they wanted. Now people are finding out what they did to their daughters, what they did to people they love, and they're looking for them. Like, I'm telling you, I told him this. I could check it. Let me see. It was about 2 years ago I told him. yo, chill, stop doing what you're doing, do the right thing. He didn't. Now they're literally looking for him, and he's ducking and hiding. Like, it's not right for him, but what you did is not right. That's not going to bring back those girls' innocence. You already took it. Their innocence is gone. They can no longer get that back. And you know that. We had a man-to-man talk about it. And you were saying all weird stuff, like acting like it wasn't no big deal. And I was like, yo, like, what are you doing? Talking to you like a man. And you kept doing it. Prayed for you. Like, I prayed for him. Like, yo, I pray that you change. I pray that everything gets better for you. Goes and does it still. Still doing it. Now he ain't doing it. I can tell you that. Now's not the time to do anything. It's hot. It's hot. He can't. They're minors. What did you expect? A military dad was going to come home and just pat you on your back. Thank you for doing this to my daughter. Thank you for doing that. Thank you. No. He can't. Yo. And if you didn't know that, then you moved at the right time. I'm telling you. Dude came back. He's on the warpath because of what his daughter told him happened. He's on the warpath. So God bless you, sir. And I pray you don't find you. You know how people wish worse on people who said things to them? I'm not like that. And I wasn't like that to you. I pray he don't find you, dog. I pray he don't. Because he ain't playing. He is not playing, man. Especially someone's daughter. Like, you can't play with that, man. You really can't play with that. You really can't, man. And I'm telling anyone else who's here, because they all come here, I know it. Anyone out here who's tricking off minors and stuff to get money, like, just stop. Just stop. That is not a game. And when those fathers catch up with you, they are not going to play with you. Period. You know that. And now that's the situation going on. It's hot. Investigators, we know for a fact, one of the people upholding the law accepted money or some sort of residual in order to keep doing what they're doing. Because the information that we read in the report alone, it don't make sense. It makes no sense. You can't tell me it makes sense that you write that type of description for what happened. Well, tell me why in court they cannot name the cause of death and it's redacted from the script, but you know for a fact he died from gunshot wounds. How? If the judge redacted it, how do you know that for a fact? And this is what I've been saying since the beginning. How many people were like, yo, he got wounds on him. He got all this stuff happening. He was shot. Trust me, when somebody shoots a gun on the camera, it makes a flash. That's not on the camera. We already proved that. And you're telling me and they redact the cause of death officially in court. So who wants to say I'm lying now? Why is the judge redacting cause of death if I'm a lie? How is that possible? Now, I can't get up with the judge for that answer because he can't talk about an active case. But tell me, does that make sense? Oh, he's lying, but they can't name cause of death in court for the suspects. Read the way the information happened. They ended up catching all these suspects, coincidentally ending up going to Trayvon Newsom's house, forcing, allegedly, because we know what's true. I had his Diedrich's mom on here, forcing their way into areas to retrieve evidence. You force your way in to retrieve evidence. How? Why? Because you're the same guys writing the case. Weird. And I looked at your history. Yo, did all those people really commit those crimes? Because I'm getting a birdie that's telling me you guys are falsifying information on arresting young men there by your precinct. Is that true? Come on, yo. It just makes me mad because they wear the badge and everyone's going to sit there and support them for that. But I'm literally finding holes in your story left and right. I'm not an officer. I'm not a detective. I'm actually sent for a different purpose other than that. But otherwise to that, how do you have holes in your story by the ordinary person finding them? It's crazy. Because then you make people think that, oh, that guy's lying because he doesn't show you stuff. But you always knew I was telling the truth. Why hit me up behind the scenes, talking to me, telling me, oh, we know you're telling, oh, how did you know this? How did you know that? That wasn't released. Where'd you get that? Why do you care if I'm a liar? Why do you care if I'm lying? Why do you want to know? Why even ask me? Because I'm a liar, right? So why do you want a liar to tell you the information and where they found it? Yo, I'm telling you, yo. Let me tell you something. A lot of you viewing things, everybody who's a skeptic's going to tell you it's a lie, whether it's me, whether it's another YouTuber, until you realize, well, dang, this person knew all this and they were telling us. There's going to come a point in time when you realize a person was telling the truth. And the other stuff, because it's an active case, I'm not going to hint it. I'm going to just say this. I seen a picture. Jen, I seen a picture you posted, okay? Now, you could say I'm lying. You could say, oh, he's this, he's that. But then you're going to make me go to another angle on you. And I'm not trying to go there. I promise you there was angles I wasn't going to do to you. Because at one point, I was trying to destroy you. But now, I'm going to just be kosher. I'm not even trying to do that. No pun intended, kosher. I'm going to just be chill with it. Jen, you posted a picture. I know for a fact, that wasn't an old picture. Knew it. I knew it. That wasn't an old picture. That wasn't an old picture. You put a lot of Photoshop pictures up so people act funny. You do a lot of Photoshopping. I know that wasn't Photoshop. Now, people aren't going to realize it, but we sat there with my peoples. We looked at that picture for half an hour. I sent it to CommenterNation, some people that I really trust. That picture was not an old picture. So what were you doing in that picture? What was that? Like, this is the stuff I be talking. Yo, Cleo already told you. Don't speak about nothing. Not doing nothing. Stop making moves. Don't do the news story. You do everything against what she says. And it ends up looking crazy. Then when we talk about it, we're the liars. No, she took it down. She took it down. She took the picture down. And I'm like, what the F was that? I'm like, what in the world? I couldn't believe it. I'm like, and here they said that I was lying. Yo, I'm going to say this. And I'm going to word this the best way I can. Jen, if I am to support you taking over and to be a lead of legacies he left and not Cleo, you got to do better. You got to do better with yourself. I'm sorry. Because right now you looking crazy, yo. You got to do better. That's as a mother. That's as a woman. That's as someone who's standing up for his legacy. You got to do better. Because the other stuff, like you did with Scheme when you got up there, I wasn't even looking to expose that. You guys put it in my lap. I'm objective. I'm never going to not be objective. That's what the name of the game is. I'm going to talk about everything that comes across my desk, if I can, depending the legality. That's the way the game goes. It's crazy, yo. I'm looking for the photo, and I don't know if I'm gonna post it. I don't know if, because it's just so reckless. It's just reckless. Like, I never seen somebody move so reckless once they get 50 million. I never seen it. It's crazy. It makes no sense. Like, you got to do better, yo. If I'm to support you taking over, you got to do better. You got to do better, yo. All the way around. You can't move like she does. You're not her. Geneva, I'm not even going to. I thought long and hard about addressing you on what you did, but I'm going to do you one better. I'm going to let you breathe on the dumb moves you're making. Because I was like, what is she doing? Why are you and Jenny so buddy-buddy? Didn't I tell the public you two were... Now you're proving me right. Like, guys, they're proving me right at every turn. I told them y'all were communicating. They're like, no. What is he talking about? Why would the ex communicate with the baby mother now? Think about that. Prior to whatever happened to him. Does that not look like plot material? Does that not look like conspiring? Come on, man. Like, y'all. And y'all just be up there eating up everything they're saying. Y'all let, like, yo. All the fans just eat up what they say. And let me tell you something that you should know. I'm good with a lot of fan pages with it. They have had conversations with fan pages telling them to deny me access. Yes, they have. Begging them. Am I lying? Begging them to deny me access. Because if I get in there and they come see everything, it'll make too much sense to everybody else. Am I lying? Am I lying? You're begging them to deny me access. Like, you're demanding if they're going to rock with you, they can't rock with me. Cleo, am I lying? You blatantly have told people that. If you rock with him, you can't rock with us. Why? When this is the guy looking for who did this to your son? That's a simple question. Does that mean anything to anyone? Are you starting to get the picture? Isn't something not wrong? Oh, that's normal. Right. Sending a convict lawyer, let me do better. A convict claiming to be a lawyer at me. Sending Tea Party. Your Atlanta Tea Party, yes. Your Atlanta Tea Party at me. Saying things for no reason when I did nothing but look for who did this. Funny, I got better interaction from the suspect's family than you. I got more support from the suspect family. That makes no sense. If their kids did it, why would they support me investigating? Does that make sense? Guys, does that make sense? If they're alleging these suspects did it, why would their mothers support me if I am alive? If they think that I'm going to implicate their sons as suspects? Why? That should spell out what's funny here. I think that tells everything. I think that's the whole story. Really. Let me tell you something. I'm not saying I'm the smartest. I'm not saying I know everything. But it got to come to terms when you see BS. As viewers, you got to see BS and be like, yo, that's crazy. That's crazy. Why would all that happen if I'm such a lie? If all I do is get up on this platform and lie, why are they trying so hard to make me out something I'm not supposed to be? But yet, They said nothing when these other pages came out saying, oh, he's alive. He's this. He's really this rapper. They said nothing. Yo, I'm about to ask. And let me, Unsanitary Job, all respect to you. They attacked his channel. That proved it. They attacked it till it went down. That's a fact. He was getting it out there. They attacked his channel till they destroyed it. And that's his Instagram. The same way they attacked mine. That's crazy. I know. I gotta call her. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get things together. I'm gonna have Diedrich's mom up here. My goal is to put her back on the line, and I'm gonna let her talk, yo. That's my goal. I don't go live much, I got a lot of life stuff going on. I'm busy at the moment, but I'm gonna put Diedrich's mom back up here. Y'all think I'm lying. Funny thing, have you ever heard Cleo up here? The only time I talked to her was once, and that was behind the scenes. And I was questioning and calling things out to her. So anytime someone says, oh, he didn't say it at me, you're a liar. I spoke to you and called you out to you one-on-one. We ain't spoke again. Cleo, am I lying? Am I lying? What? Because I didn't just accept what I was told and run off like a little kid with candy? Oh, because I'm asking questions, that's a problem. Because there are certain questions you don't want me to ask you. And I know what they are. But I'm manning up. I'm man enough to say, if she's doing all this to avoid it, let her. Go ahead, avoid it. What's crazy is the questions I asked you up front, they were nothing crazy. Simple. Like, why don't you want to see, why aren't you helping to get the investigation done? Why aren't you working with me? Oh, I'm working with investigators. I know that. But we obviously know they're too dumb. Because if they saw this photo that I'm looking at, it'll be over. It would be. But they're dumb. Even if they looked at it, they wouldn't see it. Trust me, I already tested. Even if they looked at it, they wouldn't know what to do with it. And we're looking at it and we're like, what? And you just don't get it. And Jenny's posting it and you're posting it and you don't get it. Maybe, look, since y'all made the same mistake, maybe she should take the money. Guys, I'm done. Jenny, go for the money. Just if that's what this is all about, get the money. I believe Jenny should be in control of the money. I'm going to tell you why. Because Cleo already showed she spends reckless. Brought another mansion when your son already bought you a mansion. For what? You're reckless spending. Give Jenny the money. She got Gekkum. Give her the money. And don't try and come back and get custody of Gekkum. Don't. Let her be a mother. Let her take responsibility. Cut it out. Let her be a mother. You already had your chance to mother X. Remember all that he talked about? Remember all he was talking about? Remember all he said? I don't even want to remind you. Because it's too sad. It's too sad. You already proved that you cannot do it. So let Jenny do it. And give her the money. What is it, 50 million? And Jenny will break you off money. Give her the money. Stop playing with it. And y'all better break Corey off first. Break Corey off first. He's right. Because morally, he was always there for X before any of y'all. And that's a fact. Jenny could be irresponsible, but Cleo spends reckless. She'll have Gekkum's money spent up before he even gets to touch it. We haven't seen Jenny buying Louis Vuitton purses, going on lavish trips, yacht parties, buying mansions. We haven't seen her do that. Stay objective. Give Jenny a chance. I've been told Cleo break Ariana off. She already gave her a car. I've been told her break her off. Stop playing, yo. I've been told you to break. Yo, if you ain't break Ariana, if she hasn't broken you off by now, I expect to see a tell-all by you. If she hasn't broken you off by now, I expect to see a tell-all by you. I already did a video on that. You should have been collected. You serious? You still waiting to collect? How? That makes no sense. You were there the most. You know the most. You were even about to sue her because she sued you, countersue. So what are you saying? She didn't collect? Really? I'm probably get back at y'all. I'm gonna make some more video. I'm trying, because there's things I'm trying not to say because it's an active case. Out of respect to my dude who gives me the info. At the same time though, yo, they're moving so sloppy, yo. With the money. Yo, with that much money, do you know how these ordinary people all around, aside from myself, do you know how smart they move with that money? Do you know all the good they can do? You can't do any good. Funny thing, before, I gotta be careful how I say stuff. Before your son was gone, by means not yet known, he was doing more good with his money than any of you have done to date. Yeah, I seen your giveaway, Cleo. And I'm not saying the money's to give away to everybody. But the moves you're making with it, how much was it? A $14 million mansion? Really? That's doing good with the money when you already have a house? I'm about to go check out. I had to check out my feed and see what's up. I'm getting messages from people because we're going back and forth talking in detail about this picture. Yo, I'm telling you, this picture, yo, all rights reserved. This picture makes no sense. And I'm not searching for it. They're giving it. They posted it. What do you want me to do? You post it. So I'm supposed to ignore it? Nah. That's not the instructions that I've been given. It's not how I can do it. That's not how it's going down. Y'all gotta move better. I wouldn't even be here calling you out about nothing if you didn't do that. I just was so shocked you post. Like, come on, man. So reckless. Like, yo. And here's what's crazy, yo. What I'm being told is that this situation is a synonymous feature to other artists in the game that people, get this, allegedly think has not done what we believe they've done. I was given artist names, and that's why I'm saying we got to keep moving. But that's crazy, yo. That's crazy, yo. That's crazy. Cleo, you got to get your media in line. People ain't thinking in your team, yo. Too much, man. Too many posts. Too much revealing. Snitching. Dry snitching on oneself. Too much. Too many snitching on themselves. And then, like, why is he saying that? Stop snitching on yourself. Stop having people send it to me. 3 different people send it to me. Like, yo. Or I know one thing. I could leave it to y'all to tell on yourself. I could leave it to y'all to tell on yourself. Nah, you gotta send it to me on Instagram, Shauna. Send it to me one more time on Instagram. But nah, we gonna chop it up because we gonna figure this out. I would like to know what Diedrich's saying. I would like to know what's going on, man. I would like to know what he's, yo, even if how many of y'all would like to hear what Diedrich has to say on the show? I'm curious what he's saying. But I know for a fact, because he's in a case, his lawyer already, trust me, his lawyer is going to be against it. Trust me. Trust me, his lawyer is going to be against it. Already spoke. And his lawyer's smart. He's smart. I would be against it. But I'll see what's up. I'll see what's up. That'd be dope, though. I would like him to get his point of view out so we can all understand it more. Because trust me, in this case, even if we're presuming somebody's lying, they're not going down without an investigator. Because I already got information showing an investigator's bias. Already. His past bias. He messed up in the past, too. Matter of fact, there was a team of them. I have all their names. I'm not going down them yet because that's going to be for another episode. They all covered up on a crime that was committed and tried to take the money and drugs. That's a fact. For some reason, they fired like 10 or 12 of them and left like 4 or 5 of them on the force. Why? Why wouldn't you clean everybody up? They were all involved. It gets deep, yo. That's why I keep telling y'all, this goes deep. It's more than just, oh, this happened. No. It's a lot more, man. I'm telling you, yo. The conversations and like people recording me like, yo. It's just so lame, yo. What does recording me get you? What does me saying something behind the scenes get? Why do it? And then people, it's funny because they try and act like they're going to use a recording of something I said to get me for something. They play it to me and it's laughable. I'm like, in what context are you going to use that? Yo, I be chilling, yo. I swear, yo, I be chilling. They just be trying. I don't do anything to these people, yo. I just expose the people who are touching children. Number one, I'm always going to. That'll never not be. That'll never not be. Never. You touch a kid, you deserve it. In situations with people lying on information. But you messing with a child and you, yeah, no. I want the world to know who you are. We don't play that. Where I'm from, we don't play that. I ain't never met a dude who did that and they found out and they just let him walk away living. Never. That's a fact, man. They never walked away breathing. That's all I can say. Never. Not with kids. It's a done deal. It's a done deal. That's all I know. That's all I can tell you. All I can tell you is what's real. That's a done deal. And I ain't got nothing to say on that. That's a done deal. Touching kids? You crazy? Nobody respects that. No man respects that. No. A child? No. I don't care if you say they were 16. That's a kid. They were 15. That's a kid. Oh, they were 17 on the edge of 18. That's a kid. No. 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 That's a no-go. That never was respected. I never heard of that being respected. If someone heard of that being respected, please comment below. Have you ever heard that was respected? I never heard of that being respected. Never. I'm sorry. And you know how I rock. Inbox me if you can, please. I don't know if I remember your name on IG, but inbox me if you can. I'm just trying not to. I'm trying to piece it together the right way without piecing it together crazy. Because they're giving me evidence. And I got to piece it together again the right way. And I know I'm not crazy because there's other people that see what I see. I cannot make this stuff up. Who wants to make this stuff up? Touching kids, committing crimes to cover things up. Who wants to make this stuff up? Really? Like, these are people's children, dog. This is a child that was birthed by somebody, held by a mother, loved by some. Cut it out. Cut it out, man. I will always stand against a pedo. Always. You are forever an enemy of me. Forever. I will never respect you. All rights reserved.